back. Ben Smith from Guidance Point Advisors. Thank you for joining us. Very important topic today.
Yeah, very important. It's I think people are being held down by a little bit of things, so we're going to talk about that.
It's good news for any home buyer, let alone first-time home buyers, that mortgage rates are now at their lowest since February of 2023.
Right.
That's huge for anyone who had been looking to buy a home and felt hindered by, sort of the state of the market. So why is that so important for home buyers that this mortgage rate is now at this low?
So now obviously we're paying less interest, so our monthly payment becomes much more affordable, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something where we want to really make sure that, hey, we can afford it and not be house poor when we get it in the house that we really want.
Yeah, that's definitely really important when we talk about debt. What steps, though, should consumers take, sort of to prepare for those lower rates and that home buying opportunity?
Yeah, I think looking at your looking at that credit rating, right, and looking at that credit score, right.
Yeah.
So what's my credit score, and especially if your credit score really is kind of under pressure a little bit, like maybe I have some delinquent payments that's showing up in my credit score. I need to look to repair that.
Okay. How does one do that? Methodologies of repairing one's credit.
So I think if you're not making payments, we need to start showing a history that we are making our payments if we had delinquencies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, you're not alone if you have delinquencies out there. Actually, we're seeing that credit card debt right now is up 11% over last year.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, consumer spending is only up 5%. So we've spent 5% more, but our debt now is up 11%, which means we have a lot of delinquencies and interest rates are really compounding ourselves right now.
Yeah. So the credit card debt at that all-time high, it may seem like kind of a silly question, but how best to manage it?
Yeah, so I think one thing is, and I hear it with student loans a lot, is I got one big student loan and I can never get underneath it. It's the same thing with credit cards with high interest rates. Mm-hmm. And what we tell our clients is there's this Dave Ramsey snowball effect. If you Google it, look it up, essentially if I have 3 payments, tackle the small one, make your minimum payments to all 3, and take the minimum payment plus all the extra, and I want to retire the smallest debt as closely as possible, as soon as possible, then take that money once it's gone, apply it to the second largest, and then apply it to the third. So I feel momentum, and that's something where you can repair your credit score and get out of credit debt more aggressively that way.
It seems like a better way to sort of slash your overhead as opposed to continuing to make, medium-sized payments for all, but you never actually eradicate an account.
And never feel progress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I think a lot of people definitely in that boat. And then finally, for someone who's actually getting ready to buy that first home, they're on the threshold, they're going to do it. What do you recommend as sort of the most important financial move there?
Yeah, so I think really kind of understanding, again, get my debt in place, improve credit score, so then when I do apply for that loan, yes, interest rates are down as we just opened with, but my credit score is pushing my interest rate way up.
Okay.
So if I can position myself with some larger savings account so I can afford a down payment, and I can get my credit score in a better position so that my interest rate is lower when I am applying. In the next 24 months, interest rates are falling as the Fed's going to start cutting rates.
Right.
I'm going to be well positioned for when I find the home that I really like.
Because the expectation is that the rate cut that's supposed to be imminent isn't going to be the only one. It's going to keep going. So folks have a little bit of time, but you need to get your ducks in a row.
Exactly. And this is going to take time to do all this, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to take maybe 18 to 24 months to be there. The Fed is looking for interest rate cuts over the next 24 months.
Great.
So this is a great time to start working on getting your house in order.
All right. Well, we like that. It's a good time to like you said, get a jump on it, make a plan.
Exactly.
Make a plan for how you're going to do it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that is going to do it for us, folks. Our extended forecast is coming right up. Stay with us.